Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. Good morning. Listen, y'all. Hello, happy Saturday. Your content should be making you money. Hello. Your content should be making you money. And if it's not, you're doing something wrong. Good morning. What I'm hoping for you, what I'm going to teach you is every single time you get on these apps, y'all, every single time, you're going to be getting paid, okay? You're going to get paid through your pictures that you post, your reels, your lives, all of the things. We don't do stuff for free. Not in 2025, no. You will be making money while you post your content. Something else I want you to understand is this, good morning. You will also be making money while you're asleep. You're gonna make money while you sleep. I'm manifesting a life for you where before you even brush your teeth in the morning, you've already made $500. Imagine a life where before you even get up out the bed, you're already sitting at 1K. Amen, amen. You should be making money while you're asleep. And if you are not, that's because you are doing it wrong. Good morning. Something else I want you to understand is this. Hello. You only need one digital product, just one. You only need one. And that one product that you choose to create and sell will change your entire life. How do I know? Because it changed mine. There is something that you know about. There's something that you have skills in. There's something that you have experience with. And whatever that thing is, will change your entire financial future, okay? It is your first class ticket out your 9 to 5. When I first started, you guys, 5 years ago, I lost over 100 pounds, okay? Yes, I did a lot of weight. And I learned a lot on my weight loss journey. I learned how to eat right and learned how to exercise. And I used that knowledge that I learned and I put it in an ebook. And then I started selling that ebook to other people who wanted to learn how to lose weight too. You see what I did? You're going to do the same thing. And you know why you're not doing it? A lot of you guys live in fear. So on this live, fear stands for fuck everything and run. You're running, running, running. You are so fearful of what people are going to think. You're so fearful of what people will say. You're so fearful of failure. You're so fearful of looking stupid. You're just so fearful. But that fear that you're holding on to is keeping you stuck. It's keeping you trapped and it's keeping you broke. You will let go of the fear today if you truly want to make money online. Now, what I want to know is this. Good morning. Who on this live is sick and tired of being sick and tired? If that is you, go ahead and put a 1 in the chat. Hello, happy Saturday. If you are sick and tired of being sick and tired, go ahead and put a 1 in the chat because I want to know who my people are. Listen, the key word of this live is execution. Okay, we have got to execute. We can't keep talking about what we're gonna do. We got to actually show up and do it. But only the people who are sick and tired of being sick and tired are going to be the ones who actually execute. So if that is you, go ahead and put a 1 in the chat. Let's go, let's go. Good morning, happy Saturday. What I said was if you are sick and tired of being sick and tired, go ahead and put a 1 in the chat. I see 130 people on TikTok, number 1, and ain't not one person said they sick and tired. You have changed my mindset in ways I can't describe. Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate that. There you go, TikTok. Wake up. It's Saturday, but it's never too early to talk business. Now, what I want to know is this. Who on this live is fed up with living paycheck to paycheck, okay? She said, darling, she said, I'm sick and tired of making others rich because they got rich. Yes, if you are sick and tired of living paycheck to paycheck, go ahead and put a 1 in the chat because I want to talk to you. Believe it or not, y'all, a lot of people love living paycheck to paycheck. They love it. They love it. How do I know? Because their actions show it. And that's all they know. They grew up in a household where people live paycheck to paycheck. Their friends are paycheck to paycheck. That's all they know. That's their comfort zone. But if you are fed up with that shit and you are ready to do something better, go ahead and put a 1 in the chat. Good morning, Queen. Let's go. Let's go. Go ahead and put a 1 in the chat. And last but not least, what I want to know is this. Hello. If you have no idea what the hell a digital product is, you ain't got a clue. Go ahead and put me in the chat because I'm about to teach you. If you have no idea what a digital product is, go ahead and put me in the chat because I'm about to teach you. This is a judgment-free zone. It's okay to not know something. We all didn't know something at some point in time. Years ago, I didn't know what one was either, but guess what? I'm gonna teach you what it is. I'm gonna teach you how to create it, and I'm gonna teach you how to sell it. For those of you guys who have never seen me before, good morning. My name is Jasmine. I'm so glad to have you. I'm gonna teach you how to turn your content into cash and how to make money online. If I say anything at all that resonates with your spirit and vibrates with your soul, make sure you guys are double tapping that screen, like, comment, and share. The more we engage and interact with these lives, the more these lives get pushed to more people. Believe it or not, a lot of people hate their job. It's not just you. And a lot of people are trying to get out. So just like this live found you, let's allow this live to find other people, okay? Class is about to begin. The key word of this live is execution. So what I need you guys to understand is note takers are money makers. Note takers are money makers. Listen, you're human at the end of the day, right? You are bound to forget something because life be lifing and the stress be stressing. But if you take notes on this live, anything that you do happen to forget, you can still refer back to your notes and get it done. You see how that go? So make sure you are taking notes so we can execute. If you have your pen and paper in hand and you are ready, go ahead and put ready in the chat. Let's go. I'm ready to get started if you are. If you have your pen and paper in hand and you are ready for class to begin, go ahead and put ready in the chat. Let's go. Let's go. I see 68 people on TikTok #1. I see 7 people on TikTok #2, and I see 5 people on YouTube. Good morning, the brain. If you are ready, go ahead and put ready in the chat. Also, you guys, make sure you follow me so you don't lose me. They do steal my videos. I don't know who they are, but they do. They steal my videos. They make fake accounts, and then they message you. Please, y'all, do not get hoodwinked, finessed, and bamboozled on these streets. Make sure you follow me, okay? Because they're coming to get you. They're coming to get you. Y'all ready? Very good. Let's go ahead and talk. Class is about to begin. So what the hell is a digital product and how will we make money? Let's talk. So a digital product is something you do not have physical possession of. So think of a movie on Netflix. Think of a song on your Apple Music or Spotify. You don't physically have it in your possession, right? It's all digital and in the cloud. You will create something to sell, okay? There is something that you have knowledge in, and whatever that thing is what is going to make you a lot of money online if you execute, okay? I told you guys before, I lost over 100 pounds. Yes, I lost a lot of weight. I was a big girl. And all of that information that I learned how to eat better, I learned how to exercise, I learned how to fix my mindset, right? All that knowledge that I learned on my weight loss journey, I packaged it into an ebook and started reselling it over and over and over again. And what I love so much about digital products, you guys, you only make it once. You only make it one time, that's it. And you will resell it over and over, okay? You could do an ebook, you could do an e-course. So if you know how to do hair or makeup, you could record yourself making some videos, teaching people how to do those things, whatever it is, and resell those videos over and over again. You can even resell workbooks and journals. You guys, I can't make this up. If I'm lying, I'm flying. There are people on these apps who download journals, workbooks, affirmation guides, manifestation guides, all from Canva. They download them and then they resell them to people for $29.99. As is, they ain't changed nothing about it. $49.99, okay? If they can do it, you can do it too. But you know why you're not? Because you're full of excuses. You keep talking about what's not gonna work and you haven't even tried. You are so focused on all of the wrong things. You're talking about Mondays and tomorrows, but you're never getting it done. If you truly want to make money online, we have to execute. You're going to hear me say it about 1,000 times on this live because the key word here is execution, okay? Now, I'm going to give you guys 2 free apps. I got you, Onion. I'm going to teach you how to create it and I'm going to teach you how to sell it. Let's go. I'm going to give you guys 2 free apps, and these apps will change your entire life if and only if you actually use them, okay? You got to use them. If you're ready for app number 1, put a 1 in the chat. Let's go. If you're ready for app number 1, put a 1 in the chat. Let's go. And for those of y'all just tuning in, good morning. My name is Jasmine. I'm teaching you how to turn your content into cash. On this live, we don't say things like, I can't, I'm stupid, I'm dumb, I'm not worthy, it's not gonna work for me. All that negative self-talk that you do is literally holding you back. Okay, learn the power of your tongue. When you start saying those things to yourself, you start to believe it, and then you start to move like that. Moving forward, you will say things like, I can, I will, I'm smart, I'm beautiful. You're gonna say those things to yourself over and over and over again until it finally starts to click in your head. Because when you start to believe that you can and that you're worthy and that you're smart, you start to believe it and then you start to do it. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Good morning. Good morning. App number 1, write this down. Remember we said note takers are money makers. Note takers are money makers. App number 1, here we go. And I am on 3 lives, you guys, so just bear with me while I get everybody straight. App number 1, Canva, C-A-N-V-A. Good morning. I want to write an ebook. Do I have to write everywhere? I got you, Erica. I got you. I got you. Canva, C-A-N-V-A. Canva, C-A-N-V-A. Canva, Canva, Canva. Let's talk about good old Canva. Y'all got that? First and foremost, I know some of you guys are going to say, I already got that, Jazz. Good. Happy to hear it. You already have Canva. But my question for you is, if you already have it downloaded, are you using it for your business? Are you using it to make money? Because if the answer is no, you're going to start today. All right. Everything. Thank you, Seb. Everything that you need. I promise you, you can find it on Canva. So maybe you want to make Instagram reels, TikTok videos. You know you can get your TikTok and Instagram reel templates off of Canva. You ever seen those get ready with me reels? And they got the cute little letters at the top doing the little effects. They're getting those templates right up off Canva, okay? Maybe you're going to start a YouTube channel. Thank you, Seb. And you need YouTube thumbnails to get people to click on the video. Great. You can get those on Canva. Let's go. You don't have to pay nobody to do it. No, you don't have to pay nobody to make your thumbnails. You can get them off Canva. That's where they're getting them from. Maybe you want to resell workbooks and journals. I told y'all earlier, people on these apps are doing it every day, selling them for $49.99. Those journals, those guides, all of that stuff is on Canva. Thank you, mister. Let's go. Maybe you want to sell an ebook, okay? You want to make money online too? Like, shoot, let's go. You can get all of your ebook templates right up off Canva. They got hundreds upon hundreds of different templates to choose from. You just have to use it, okay? Now, if you promise me that you're gonna start your journey today, good morning, Vibe, and you're not gonna make any more excuses, you're gonna start using Canva today. Go ahead and type Canva in the chat, C-A-N-V-A. I wanna see who the action takers are. If you promise me on this beautiful Saturday morning, you are going to start using Canva today, go ahead and put Canva in the chat. If you still talking about tomorrow and Monday, I ain't talking to you, you still wasting time. Get up off this live. I am only here to talk to people who actually want to change your life. They're done making excuses and they're ready to execute, okay? And for those of you guys who are still living in your head, overthinking everything, talking about, well, Jazz, I'm not tech savvy. I don't think I can do this. I'm too old. It's too late for me. Let me explain something to you. We already said fear stands for fuck everything and run. And you're still trying to run about this business. First and foremost, you are very tech savvy. You use technology every day, true or false? The minute you step in your car, you are surrounded by technology. You get from point A to point B just fine. You use your cell phone every single day. You make phone calls, you send texts, and you know how to use these apps. You scrolled up on this TikTok and YouTube app all by yourself, and you found this live. Your children, your grandkids did not help you do it. You did it by yourself, okay? I don't care how old you are. I have several students who are over the age of 65 making money online. It doesn't matter. That is fear trying to keep you stuck. It's trying to talk you out of all of the things. You ain't even start yet, and you're already talking about something what you can't do. Make it make sense. You can and you will, okay? If you're ready for app number 2, put a 2 in the chat. You just said, I'm tired of working. Let's go. You better take these notes. If you're ready for app number 2, put a 2 in the chat. I want to create a training module that will employ Employees can pay courses. Very good. You can do that all from your cell phone and all from these internet streets. Let's go. She said, my problem is overthinking. Not no more. You're not going to overthink a damn thing. You're just going to do it. Okay? We're just going to execute. The key word is execution. You guys failed to realize we can't keep talking about what we're going to do. Some of you guys are addicted to scrolling, hoping, wishing, praying, manifesting. You have already done the vision board. You've already asked God for all of the things. Now you have to show up. God helps those who help themselves. I said what I said. God helps those who help themselves. You cannot pray your way to financial freedom and you don't do anything to meet God halfway. Faith without works is dead. So we have to execute. You got to help yourself. Okay? App number 1 was Canva. App number 2, here we go. Note takers are money makers. Write this down. ChatGPT. Let's talk. ChatGPT. App number 1 was Canva, little sister. Let's go. Let's go. ChatGPT. Good morning. Hello, hello. ChatGPT. ChatGPT is free, y'all. It is free. They do have a premium version, but you don't need it. You are 1000% good on the free. Okay? Now, some of y'all already got chat. You use it every day. Good. But she said chat is my best friend. I already knew somebody was going to say that. It's my best friend, too. I ain't even going to hold you. And I'm glad y'all are using it. But my question for you is, are you using it for your business? ChatGPT moving forward needs to be your free business assistant because it will help you with every single thing that you need, okay? You want to make videos, but you're not too sure what kind of videos to make. Ask ChatGPT, all right? You want to get on YouTube, but you're not too sure what kind of things to say in your YouTube videos? Fine. Ask ChatGPT. It will script your whole video for you, okay? Maybe you want to make an ebook, but you don't know what to put in the ebook. Listen, did you know ChatGPT will write your entire ebook for you, word for word, chapter for chapter, under 30 seconds. When I tell you it has never been easier than today to make money online, that's because I mean it. When I first started 5 years ago, I didn't know about ChatGPT, y'all. I had to use my brain. I had to use my English skills and my grammar skills and write my own ebook. That took me weeks. Now you can have an ebook in as little as 30 seconds. Let's go. So I gave you Canva. I gave you ChatGPT. Now we got to put it together and make the digital product, okay? If you're ready, go ahead and put ready in the chat. Yes, it took you months. This is what I'm talking about. Now we're going to spend less time, okay? And we're going to make more money. If you are ready, go ahead and put ready in the chat. If you do not have your pen and paper in hand, I promise you, you are doing yourself a disservice because I'm literally about to give you prompts. Number 1, the key word is execution. How can we execute? And you don't even know what you're supposed to be doing. Make it make sense because I guarantee you by 2 o'clock this afternoon, you're going to forget about 75% of what I said. I already know. But if you write it down, you can still get it going. All right. Prompt number 1, here we go. You're going to open up your ChatGPT app and you're going to put in there, give me 10 digital product ideas I can sell that solves a problem. Give me 10 digital product ideas I can sell that solves a problem. Give me 10 digital product ideas I can sell that solves a problem. If you got that, go ahead and put got that in the chat. Let's go. If you got that, go ahead and put got that in the chat. No student of mine shall be left behind. If you need it to be repeated, this is your opportunity to ask. Do not DM me, ask me to repeat myself because I'm not, because you hard-headed. You don't listen to nothing. You could have used this live to ask for it to be repeated and you chose not to, which is fine. You don't have to take advantage of the opportunities presented to you. It just shows you don't care. And then if you don't care, why should I? Make it make sense. Yes, and also you guys, if someone writes it, I can pin it, okay? Give me 10 digital product ideas I can sell that solves a problem, okay? I see 155 people on TikTok, number one. I see 10 people on TikTok, number two, and I see 6 people on YouTube. Thank you so much, Passion. I should see at least 100 got that. Let's go. Some of y'all hard-headed as hell. You like, I ain't putting got that. I ain't gonna like the live. I ain't gonna comment. I ain't gonna say nothing. Also, if I'm saying anything that resonates with your spirit and vibrates with your soul, make sure you guys double tap on that screen. We should be at 50K likes by now. I believe in us. I think we can do this. Remember, the more we interact with this live, the more TikTok pushes this live to more people. Don't you want people to get in on this information too? Or you want it just for yourself? You stingy, you greedy? Are you selfish? Let's go. Double tap the screen and share the live. Share it. Share it to a coworker, a friend, anybody. Absolutely. She said just screen record. You can screen record, but the question is, you can go back and rewatch. Because if you just screen record, what good is it for you if you're still not executing? Clock it. Okay? All right, very good. Going once, going twice. We move forward, not back. Everybody got that? Okay, very good. We're going to move forward. Everybody got that? All right, so you're going to hit enter. For those of you guys just tuning in, we already said a digital product is anything that you don't have physical possession of. So it could be an ebook, an e-course, workbooks, journals, audios, private communities. It just means digital. That's all it means, okay? Now, thank you, legends. We got to be strategic here. Which digital product idea is best for you? We have to choose the idea that is best for you, okay? Write this on your paper, please. Anything that you want to be successful with, whatever success means for you, it doesn't matter. Maybe success for you means peace. Maybe success for you means freedom. Maybe success for you means a dollar amount, a certain dollar amount, doesn't matter. But in order for you to be successful at anything, it is going to require you to be consistent. Highlight that word, circle it. Consistency, okay? You gotta be consistent. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You must show up every day. How was I able to lose 100 pounds successfully? That's a whole person, and I did it because I consistently ate less food and I consistently carried my ass to that gym. So I successfully lost 100 pounds. Maybe you want to successfully save money. Okay, good. Well, that's going to require you to consistently stop spending it. You want to run a successful business? Great. That's going to require you to consistently show up for it. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts. You got to show up consistently. Now, let's make life easy because life is hard, right? You got this job you hate, you're paycheck to paycheck. Life just be lifing. So let's make life easy for once. It is so much easier to be consistent with something that you actually like. Oh, yes. Choose something off of that list that ChatGPT gave you that you actually like, that you have knowledge and skills and experience with, a passion for. See, I'm not trying to make this feel like work, okay? You already work 8 hours a day. Some of y'all work 12 hours a day. Some of y'all work 16 hours a day, right? And you're counting down the time until it's time for you to clock out. The last thing I want for you is to go home and feel like you're still working. You're gonna give up. You're gonna be like, F this, I don't wanna do it no more. But if you choose something that is fun for you, now it doesn't feel like work. Now you can do it all the time because you are enjoying what you're doing. So it makes it so much easier to show up consistently, okay? It is 2025. You don't need to chase trends, all right? Some of y'all just chasing niches because you heard it's trending and you'll make so much money. But if you're not consistent with it, I promise you, you won't make a dime. So it doesn't matter. Do yourself a favor and pick something that you like. It's as simple as that. If it gives you 10 things, you don't like none of the things it gave you, just ask for 10 more. And keep asking until you get an idea that you love, okay? Please run it that way. Now, there are children on YouTube who are making millions doing the silliest things. How? Write this on your paper. Money flows where energy goes. Money flows where energy goes. So as long as the energy is there, you're having fun, being consistent, showing up and helping people in some way, shape, or form, you will make a lot of money in any niche. So that's how the kids are getting it done. Their money's flowing where their energy goes. That's why they have the silliest niches, making millions upon millions. I saw there's a child making $40 million on YouTube doing toy reviews. Let's go. If you're ready for prompt number 2, put it 2 in the chat. Let's go. If you're ready for prompt number 2, put it 2 in the chat. Let's go. Let's go. And for those of you guys who have seen me before, maybe I am not a new face to you. You might have found me on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, wherever you might have seen my face before. How is it that I was able to build a successful fitness and weight loss brand? Okay. Listen, how was I able to show up consistently for that? Well, I lost 100 pounds. I love weightlifting. I love the gym. And because I love the gym, I'm able to make fitness content every single day. How is it I'm able to teach people how to lose weight? Because I love my healthy lifestyle. It comes easy to me. I love this life that I live. And since I love eating healthy and exercising, it's so easy for me to be consistent. Okay? If you found me on some of my coaching platforms, how is it that I'm able to consistently show up teaching people how to make money and teaching people how to build their platforms in their business? Because I love talking about business. I've been talking about business for years. I love giving people ideas. I love teaching people how to turn $10 into $100, into $1,000. And because that's what I love to do, it is so easy for me to teach people how to do it too. Okay? So please just choose something you like. Now, once you choose the digital product idea that you want to run with, you will put this in ChatGPT. Prompt number 2. Here we go. Write me an outline that helps people solve this problem. Write me an outline that helps people solve this problem. Write me an outline that helps people solve this problem. If you got that, go ahead and put got that in the chat. Let's go. Good morning. If you got that, go ahead and put got that in the chat. If you need it to be repeated, please ask. No student of mine shall be left behind. I see 97 people on TikTok number 1. I see 10 people on TikTok number 2. And I see 20 people on YouTube. Ask, ask, ask. Also, if someone types it, I can pin it. Write me an outline that helps people solve this problem. We got to execute. The key word of this live is execution. We got to write it down so we can get it done. Okay? And you can do this. Stop overthinking. Some of y'all are already in your head, living in fear, talking about what you can't do, ain't even tried yet. There are people in worse off situations than you getting it done. There are people with 10 kids and no help. There are people living in their cars. There are people who don't even know where their next meal is coming from, and they're getting it done. So I want to hear, if they can do it, if I can do it, you can do it too. Y'all got that? Going once. Going twice. We move forward, not back. Okay, good. You're going to hit enter. Y'all got that. Very good. This is why I keep telling you guys, it has never been easier than today to make money online, because ChatGPT literally just wrote it for you. If I'm lying, I'm flying. You guys, I had to write my own ebook when I first did this 5 years ago because I didn't even know about ChatGPT. It wrote it for you. Now all you have to do is copy and paste. That's it. This is life on easy mode. You will copy what ChatGPT gave you and you will paste it into Canva. So open up Canva. In the search bar, type in ebooks. Hit enter. It's going to generate hundreds and hundreds of different templates. Just pick one. They are all 1000% customizable. Okay? You will copy what ChatGPT gave you and paste it into Canva. Put this on your paper. KISS. K-I-S-S. Yes, it's very legal. KISS. K-I-S-S. That is an acronym. It stands for Keep It Simple, Silly. Keep it simple, silly, okay? Do not overthink this. User, you're overthinking. It's very legal. Do not overthink this. All you need to do is make sure it is clean, simple, and legible. You don't need hundreds of pictures and hundreds of colors on one page. Just make it look simple, something that you would like to read. Narrow in the margins, please. Narrow in the margins and make it look like an ebook you would want to read. And yes, I always review my students' ebooks. I always review them. Now, when you are done copying and pasting, you will download it as a PDF file. P as in Peter, D as in dog, F as in Franklin. You will then upload that file to your hosting site. Write these down. Stan Store, Etsy, Beacons, Gumroad, Shopify. Stan Store, Etsy, Beacons, Gumroad, Shopify. Stan Store, Etsy, Beacons, Gumroad, Shopify. If you got that, go ahead and put got that in the chat. Thank you, rich girl. If you got that, go ahead and put got that in the chat. If you need for it to be repeated, please ask. If someone types it, I can pin it. Beacons is Beacons. Gumroad, absolutely, Prissy, absolutely. Y'all got that? I see 110 people on this TikTok live. I should see got that. Let's go, let's go. If y'all got that, put got that in the chat. Beacons, absolutely. You spelled it correctly. Absolutely. Let's go, let's go. Stan Store, Etsy, Beacons, Gumroad, Shopify. Also, if I'm saying anything that resonates with your spirit and vibrates with your soul, make sure you guys are double tapping the screen. I'm trying to figure out on TikTok number 2, we don't even have a fraction of the people in the room that we do on TikTok number 1. And we had 10K likes on TikTok number 2, but we only had 20K likes on TikTok number 1. Make it make sense. I see 110 people in the room here. TikTok number 2, they beating y'all. Make it make sense. It's only 10 people in here. Let's go. Make it make sense. Also, if you're just sitting in, thank you, Miss Sophie. My name is Jasmine. I'm so glad to have you. I'm teaching you how to turn your content into cash and how to make money online, okay? We got to take these notes. Mr. Henry, sir, we not doing that in here. You better be on your own live promoting. Don't come on my live. Get out here. All right. What in the world? Now, y'all got that. Good. These are some of the most popular hosting sites. Thank you, Minister. And there's plenty more out there, y'all. These are some of the most popular ones, okay? Now, listen. The beauty of having a coach, having a mentor, is they can teach you all of the things to do and all of the things not to do, all from their own personal experience. I love my mentor. She's a godsend. She taught me so much stuff. I've been doing this for 5 years, y'all. Digital products, online money, monetization changed my whole life, okay? I've made a lot of money on these apps. But I would be lying to you if I did not tell you that I also made a lot of mistakes. Yes, yeah. One of the biggest lessons I learned in business is these business expenses add up quick, fast, and in a hurry, okay? We have to be weary with these subscriptions, okay? It sounds cheap, $19.99 for CapCut, $14.99 for Canva Pro. Then you might spend $9.99 for Google Drive storage space. Then you're spending $5.99 for this, $10.99 for that. Next thing you know, you got about $500 in business expenses and you're not even making $500 yet. That's how we stay in the red, okay? I'm trying to keep you in the green. I'm telling you this because these hosting sites, some of them cost money, okay? Now, I use Stan Store. I love Stan Store. Stan Store is great, but Stan Store is also extremely expensive, okay? Stan Store is $99 a month. I don't care how much money I make. $100 a month is high. It's especially high when your business is not yet making $100 a month, okay? Shopify is $49 a month. Again, that's expensive if your business is not making that yet, all right? if you're brand new to all of this, you're just getting started. Maybe today's your first day, maybe you started last week, whatever. You don't have the traffic yet. You are going to start on Gumroad. 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 Why? Because Gumroad only charges you a percentage when you make a sale. So until you make sales, you don't spend any money. Now, you're going to make money because you're taking notes. You're asking questions and you're going to execute. Okay? And since you will make money, that's great. So when you do start making the money, then bring your ass over to Stan Store, because Stan Store has a lot of features that will help you expand your business, like Afterpay and Klarna. Believe it or not, people love a good payment plan. And if you have payment plan options on your site, you will make more sales. But for now, just start on Gumroad, okay? Just start there. Now, we took Canva, ChatGPT, put it together and made a digital product. Cool. Now we got to talk about sales. We got to talk about sales because we got to sell it. Sales is 80% of your business, so we got to get this right. But before we move into sales, I need to make something extremely clear to you. That process of copying and pasting using Canva, ChatGPT, that should not take you longer than 2 hours. I'm going to say that again. That process should not take you longer than 2 hours to do. It really shouldn't take you longer than 1. But I'm going to give you some grace, and I'm going to give you 2. I don't care how old you are. You still don't have an excuse. You could be 200 years old, and you don't even know what a cell phone is. It don't take longer than 2 hours to copy and paste. Let's get real. If it is taking you longer than 2 hours, we got a serious problem. Serious problem. One problem that you might be experiencing is your need, your desire for perfectionism. You are the person that with you, everything just must be perfect or it's not right. So you're going to overthink every single little detail before you even start. You're going to sit on an idea for 6 full months and waste half of a year of time just to live in your head. Then you're going to start, but you're not going to finish it. No, because you got to take things out, put things back. It's exhausting. You give up. You're going to put it on hold. Then you're going to wait another 3 months before you even come back to it. Then you're going to ask 20 people for their opinion. They don't even run a business, but for some reason, their opinion means so much to you. And you're going to think about what they said and overanalyze that. Then you're going to overthink, and it's just going to be a toxic process. And you're not even going to start till 2 years from now. If that is you, go ahead and put guilty in the chats. You said calling me out. Listen, I used to be the exact same way. That's how I know. That's how I know. If that is you, go ahead and put guilty in the chat. This is a judgment-free zone, okay? We all, listen, we've all been there, done that. It is what it is. But I need to hold your hand very tightly when I say this to you, Miss Ma'am, okay? I don't know if you know this or not, or if this is news to you, but you are not perfect. You're not perfect. You got some ish with you, okay? Your ish stink too. I am not perfect. I got things with me too, right? Nobody on this planet is perfect, okay? So now that we know you're not perfect, I need you to understand how impossible it is to make something perfect. It's impossible. I just found this out. Listen, it's impossible to make something perfect if you're not perfect. What you really are is scary. You're scared as hell. You are living in fear. Okay? We already said fear stands for fuck everything and run, and you're running. You're running from the business. You're running from the money. You're running from it all because you're so afraid of disappointment. You're so afraid to put yourself out there and look stupid. You're so afraid to put yourself out there and people talk about you. You're afraid of not being perfect. You're afraid of people judging you. You're afraid of failure. You just have all these fears in your head, and it's keeping you stuck. And really what this truly is self-sabotage. Perfectionism is a form of self-sabotage. And the reason why we self-sabotage in the first place is because we're trying to protect our little egos from the feelings of disappointment. You don't want to feel that feeling. It's uncomfortable. So you'd rather just make excuses, procrastinate, overthink to avoid the feelings of disappointment, of the unknown. But listen, you already told me that you hate your job. You already told me that you're tired of feeling overworked and underpaid. You already told me that you're tired of living paycheck to paycheck. So respectfully, every day that you live like that is another day of disappointment. In order to get out of this cycle of always being broke and not having extra spending money and not having peace, in order to get out of that cycle, we have to bring more income into the household, right? We got to make some more money. But how can your business make money if you don't have anything for people to buy? You can't have sales if you don't have anything that you're selling. So you'll always feel this disappointment if you don't make more money. So we have to get out of our heads. You have to launch the product. Stop overthinking and just do it. Another reason why it might be taking you longer than 2 hours is because you are distracted AF. You are so distracted. On your weekends off, you want to Netflix and chill for hours. Just binge watching movies and TV shows, stand-up comedy. When you get off work, you want to sit on the phone and gossip to your girlfriends. You're not even talking about nothing. You're talking about celebrity drama, who got who pregnant, who said what. Late at night when you should be asleep, you're scrolling social media, laughing at funny videos for hours. When you have extra money, you're not investing it in your business. Oh, hell no. You're going to happy hours and Taco Tuesdays and Thirsty Thursdays and Sunday brunches. You're doing all of the things except the one thing that will change your whole life because you're distracted. And really, our distractions are just forms of escapism, in case you didn't know. Yeah, you're escaping. You are trying to escape a life you're not happy with. See, it's okay to watch one movie, but you like to sit on the couch for hours watching 5. It's okay to spend a few minutes on social media, but you're on TikTok for hours. It's okay to hang out with your friends every now and again, but you do it all the time. And these aren't even people that you would trade lives with. Let's just be real. The reason why you feel the need to distract yourself is because you're trying to escape a life you're not happy with. But what I need you to do is lock in so you no longer feel the need to escape a life. You no longer need to escape a life that you're not happy with. You create a life that you never feel the need to escape from. So this is what you're going to do today. Not tomorrow, not Monday, today. You're going to turn the TV off. You're going to put the phone on Do Not Disturb. Tell your little girlfriends you'll call them back. You have money to make. You're going to sit your ass down in your house for 2 hours. No, you're not going to Starbucks. You get distracted at Starbucks. No. You're going to sit down at home. You're going to start the product and finish it. You're not going to start, stop, come back next week. No, because you never come back. You're going to start it and you're going to finish it. If we are crystal clear on that, go ahead and put clear in the chat. If we are crystal clear, go ahead and put clear in the chat because we can't talk about sales. We ain't got no product to sell. Make it make sense. Also, for those of y'all who are just tuning in, good morning. My name is Jasmine. I'm teaching you how to turn this content into cash. If I'm saying anything at all that resonates with your spirit and vibrates with your soul, make sure you guys are double tapping the screen. The key word of this live is execution. We can't keep talking about what we're going to do. We got to actually do it. I can motivate and inspire you all day, but respectfully, it means absolutely nothing. And I'm just wasting my time if you don't do any of the things that we talk about. So make sure you take your notes so you can execute. Now let's talk about sales. What I need you guys to understand is sales is 80% of your business. So we got to get it right. If we don't master the art of sales, you're not going to make any sales. And you're still going to be stuck right where you're at. And I'm going to be honest with you. Most people fail at sales. They fail here. See, the creation part was easy. Copy, paste, boom, boom, boom. Most people fail at sales, but not for the reasons that you think. No, absolutely not. No. The reason why people fail at sales has nothing to do with the fact that it's so hard and impossible. No. They fail at sales because their mindset is not right. They're confused. They say silly things to themselves like, well, Jazz, I'm not a salesperson. I don't want to be annoying. What if I talk about my product too much and people unfollow me? What if people think I'm begging? We got to shift our mindset. First and foremost, I need you guys to understand selling is not begging. Selling is solving. You are solving someone's problem. What did the ChatGPT prompt say? Give me 10 digital product ideas I can sell that solves a problem. So respectfully, you should be telling everybody about your products because you're solving problems. Number two, we don't care who unfollows us. Why does that matter to you? It shouldn't. You are here to help a specific group of people, whatever that is, whoever that is. If people unfollow you, so what? Remove the old, bring in the new. For those of you guys who have been following me for a while, I'm not a new face. How is it that I'm able to talk about Glow Up Academy every single day, all day long, and not worry about who unfollows me? Because I have a solution to people's problems. I have a solution to your problem. You want to learn how to make money online. I teach you. You want to learn how to be consistent. I teach you. You want to learn how to have confidence and believe in yourself and remove your limiting beliefs and be your highest version. I teach you, all within Glow Up Academy. I am not worried about who thinks I'm begging them for anything because I know I'm not. I'm solving people's problems. If people unfollow, who cares? They wasn't ready to change their life. They'll come back when they're ready. I don't care. And because I have that attitude about my products and services, I make sales. Amazon, we all know who they are. We are all Prime members, or we're leeching off of somebody else's Prime membership. Let's be clear. Do you think Amazon's marketing team is sitting in their office saying, you know what? Even though it's back to school time, and millions of Americans across the country are sending their kids off to school, let's not make any commercials this year because we don't want to be annoying. The last thing we want is for people to unsubscribe from their Prime membership. We don't want people to think we're begging them for money, so let's not make any commercials. No, they didn't think that at all. They made their commercials and they put them all over the internet, all over TV. I don't even have kids, and I saw all of the back to school commercials. They had them on cable TV. They had them in YouTube video commercials. They had them on Instagram feeds, For You pages, everywhere, letting you know they have a solution to your problem. You're lazy. You like convenience. You want to shop from the comfort of your home. They know that. You don't want to go outside. They know. So they have the solution to your problem. And they make sure that your products are delivered to your doorstep within 24 hours. So if Amazon can have that energy with their products and services, and I can have that energy with my products and services, well, you must have that energy with yours. If you're ready for sales tip number 1, go ahead and put a 1 in the chat. Good morning. If you are ready for sales tip number 1, go ahead and put a 1 in the chat. For those of y'all who are just tuning in, good morning. My name is Jasmine. I'm so glad to have you. I'm teaching you how to turn your content into cash and how to make money online. We don't say things like we can't. It won't work. I'm stupid. I'm dumb. I'm not worthy. All that negative self-talk that you do stops today. You can and you will. There are people who are less intelligent than you making it happen. There are people in worse off situations than you making it happen. There are people with more kids than you who are making it happen. There are people who have no help, again, who are making it happen. You continue to allow your excuses to keep you trapped right where you are, and it gets you nowhere. If other people can do it, you can do it too. So moving forward, you will say things like, I can, I am smart, I am worthy of this. The more you say positive things to yourself, the more you start to believe it. And when you truly start to believe it, now you actually get it done. We got to work on our confidence, y'all. We got to build that confidence. So some of y'all ain't got none. Some of y'all confidence all the way at ground zero. We got to build that up. Now, these sales tips that I'm giving you are going to require you to put in work. Oh, oh, you thought... You thought that you had to do nothing. That's what you thought. Oh, sorry. No, you're going to have to show up for your business. You're going to have to put in work. Just like you bust your ass at that job that you hate so much to build someone else's business, you're going to have to bust your ass to build your business. I said what I said. I'm not the coach who's going to teach you how to make 10K in 24 hours and you ain't had to do shit for it. Doesn't even sound right. I'm not selling you dreams. You will have to show up. It's not hard. You make it hard. All the overthinking that you do makes it hard. But if you choose something that you love, it doesn't feel like work. So you will have to put in work. Sales tip number 1, write this down. Content is king. And distribution is queen. I'm going to say that again. Content is king. And distribution is queen. So let's break this down so it makes sense. The content is king portion. My ultimate goal for you is to have you posting every day. That's what we're working towards. Now, I understand we're not all there yet. That's okay. I was not posting every day when I first started either. It's a marathon, not a sprint. We are on a journey, okay? Some of you guys are extremely camera shy. So we're going to work together to get that out you, because obviously you can't post every day if you're so camera shy. But we're going to fix it. Some of you guys aren't necessarily camera shy. You record the video, you'll even edit the video, but you let it sit in your drafts because you're so afraid to hit upload. No worries. We're going to work on that together. You're not going to be there for long. But just know, no matter where you're at in your journey, you are working towards a goal of posting every day. Okay? That's the goal. And not only will you post every day, you will also be working towards building a bare minimum of 3 platforms. That's the distribution is queen part. Building 3 platforms. Now, why do we need 3? Because 1 is too close to none. Like that one income you have at that one job. If they laid you off tomorrow, what the hell would you do? You'd be sitting there freaking out, trying to figure out your life. If you put all of your eggs in a TikTok basket and the US decides to ban it, what would you do? You'd be sitting there freaking out like all the other TikTokers who only had their eggs in a TikTok basket. Listen, don't get me wrong. I make a lot of money on TikTok. I sure do. But I also make a lot of money on YouTube and Instagram. So respectfully, I didn't care. I always teach my students, and I'm going to teach you, we need to stay proactive so we never have to be reactive. In other words, we're going to stay ready so we never have to get ready. And it's not hard building 3 platforms. That's the fear in your head. Jazz, that sounds like too much. No, it's not. The same video you post on TikTok, you'll throw it on YouTube Shorts and Instagram. I do it all day, every day. It takes an extra 5 minutes. I promise you it's not hard. Get out your head. Now, which platform should you grow? Well, that's completely up to you. Whichever platforms you find yourself on all the time, those are the platforms you should grow because you obviously like those platforms. But let me tell you this. YouTube is by far the most watched platform. YouTube pays way more per 1,000 views than TikTok ever does. TikTok pays pennies to the dollar. YouTube has replaced cable TV. Don't sleep on YouTube. I tell y'all every day, get on YouTube. Start your YouTube channel. Yes, YouTube is slow growth. I'm not gonna lie to you. You're not gonna be rich off of YouTube next month. Absolutely not. But if you continue to show up consistently every day like I did, years from now, like myself, you will be so happy that you did. You will be so happy that you did. And honestly, when I first started, I didn't even start on TikTok. I started on YouTube. And I got the sale of my first ebook. I only had 52 subscribers on that channel. Only 52. That won't much nobody. The channel at the time was not yet monetized, but I still made decent money on that channel because I was selling my digital products. Now, fast forward 4 years later, that channel is monetized, so I have ads running through my videos, and I sell even more of my digital products because my platform is bigger. I now have 18,000 subscribers on that channel. So don't sleep on YouTube. Now, some of y'all in your head. You're in your head, and you're overthinking this whole process. You're letting fear take over, and you're saying things to yourself like, Jazz, this sounds like it's too much. I was with you at first. You said all I had to do was copy and paste. That sounded easy. But now you're telling me to post every day. You're telling me get out of my camera shyness, build a YouTube channel, but I'm not going to see no money for that for another 2 years or so. This just sounds like a lot. It sounds hard. And honestly, I just don't think I can do this. Before you give up on yourself, before you let fear run your mind, just hear me out for like 5 more minutes. Maybe I can change your mind. First of all, you're right. It's hard. If you want to believe it's hard, I'm going to let you believe it's hard. I'm not going to convince you otherwise. If you think it's hard, fine. Keep thinking it. You're right. It's hard. But the life that you currently live is also hard. You don't give yourself enough credit. Going to a job that you hate every day is hard. Living paycheck to paycheck every week is hard. Robbing Patrice to pay Paula is hard. And you do that every day. There were things that happened to you in your life that at the time you didn't even think you would overcome. You were praying to God, trying to figure out how the hell you was going to get out the mess you was in. And you got out. But you're going to let fear make you feel like posting a 30-second reel is just so hard when you have 24 hours a day. Then I'm going to let you think that. Listen, I've been doing this for 5 years. Digital products, online money, all of my platforms are monetized, changed my whole life. I have made more money than I ever thought possible, all from my cell phone. I live my dream life. I run my 24 hours. I'm not punching into anyone's time clock. I do what I want, when I want, and how I want. I'm not asking for permission to leave work early, come late, take a longer lunch break. I don't do that anymore. I drive my dream car and I live in my dream apartment. My whole life glue up from head to toe. But before all of this, because I started during COVID, before all of this, I lived a very different life. See, I used to work a 9-to-5 too. That's how I know. And I was so excited when I got that job because I was fresh out of college. See, I had a whole bunch of other jobs. I used to work fast food. I worked at every fast food chain. I worked at McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's. I worked everywhere. Chick-fil-A, everywhere, okay? But I got my first dream job towards my college degree. See, I bought into the bullshit they sold me. The American dream crap. Go to college, get a 4-year degree, work in corporate America, make decent money, get 401k plans, work till you're 74, collect Social Security, still be broke, and die. I said, okay, sounds great. So that's what I did. Went and got a 4-year degree. Graduated. 6 months after graduation, I got my first real job, first full-time job with benefits, health insurance. I was gonna be making $60,000 a year. That was a come up because I told you I was used to fast food. So I thought I was rich. I was like, oh, hell yeah. I'm 23, no kids. Thought that was gonna be great money. So I moved out of my mom's house. I had to get my own place. I'm an adult. Had to go upgrade the car, like all Americans do, most Americans, right? We gotta make sure that the car matches the job. See, I had a car that was paid off, got me from point A to point B, right? But it made noises, it wasn't cute, it didn't have all the fancy technology in it. No, I had to let that one go. I had to get a new car. So that's what I did. I went and got a Dodge Charger, $400 a month. It matched the lifestyle I was going for at 23. So now I'm paying all these bills. And I'm sitting here scratching my head because I'm broke. I'm like, how am I making $60,000 a year and broke as hell? Make it make sense. By the time I pay rent, lights, food, car note, car insurance, I was broke. Every syllable of the word broke. I also had to start paying back my student loans. Yeah. I learned they really want their money. They're not playing with you. They really want it. Sally Mae, she's so generous. She gives you 6 months after you graduate to get your stuff in order. She's not gonna call you. She's not gonna send no letters. Just get on your feet. We'll talk about your repayment later. Well, 6 months came around. It's time to start repaying. I had 11 student loan accounts, 11. They lumped into one monthly payment of $450 a month. I couldn't afford it. Every month that I did not pay those student loans, which was every month, I got 11 missed payments on my credit. So in the course of 1 year, I racked up a grand total of 121 missed payments. My credit was shot. So now I'm broke. I have a 520 credit score. I had another problem. I hated my job. They didn't prepare me for that when they were selling the American dream. College didn't teach me how to handle corporate America. Corporate America is cutthroat. People in those offices are fake. They're not your friends. See, I didn't know. I grew up pretty sheltered, okay? I didn't see too much. I was very naive, very green, and they confused the hell out of me. Because never had I had a job where we were doing Secret Santas and birthday buddies, team bonding, Thanksgiving potlucks. So I'm thinking we're a family. That's what they told me in the interview. We're like a work family here. So I believed it. I learned people will smile in your face. They'll make you feel like they really care about you. They'll ask you about your love life. They'll hang out with you on your lunch break. Some of them will even invite you to happy hour, get you a little buzzed, make you feel comfortable. Some will even invite you to their house, to their wedding. And those will be the same people writing emails about you, trying to get you fired, trying to get you written up. Instead of them just coming to you and telling you about a problem they have, no, they got to get management involved. I was miserable at that job. 6 months in being there, I was putting in application after application trying to get the hell out. But nobody was calling me back. I put in hundreds, if not thousands, of job applications. And the only emails I got back were the ones that say what? Thank you so much for your application. However, we have decided to pursue other candidates. For the first time in my entire life, I felt trapped. If you've never experienced the feelings of trapped, consider yourself blessed. But let me explain to you how that feels. Trapped feels like no matter what you do, it just doesn't get better. It's like a nightmare that you can't wake up from. You have nothing in your day to look forward to. You're miserable. You're depressed. You're anxious. I started to become paranoid. I thought they were trying to fire me. You ever experienced paranoia before? I felt like every time they called my name, every time they said something to me, I thought they were coming to fire me. I became extremely paranoid. And I worked with all women, by the way. I left that part out. I worked with all women, and I was the youngest one there. I had a supervisor whose sole purpose every day was to see what kind of negative reaction she could get out of me. She would literally come to my desk just to toy with me. And she was black. And I'm trying to figure out, why is a black woman trying to make another black woman so miserable? I was depressed. I used to pull up every single day and cry before I even went in to clock in. I used to pray to God, Lord, please, I don't want to mess with nobody. Please just let me go in here, just do these 8 hours and go the hell home. In order to cope with how miserable I became, I started drinking. First, it was just a couple drinks a week just to ease my nerves, but it quickly turned into an everyday thing. I became an alcoholic. I was miserable. I was depressed. And I was there for 6 years. And the reason why I'm telling you this is because if anything in that story resonates with you, then you're already doing something hard. Like I said, toxic work environments is hard. Dealing with people that you don't like and you know don't like you every day is hard. That corporate cattiness, all that crap is hard. Some of y'all been living like that for 10 years. Some of y'all been living like that for 20 years. I have a student in Global Academy. She's been living like that for 35 years. And you're asking me, is it going to be hard to post a reel that's 30 seconds or less on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube? Look at what you do every day. No, it's not going to be hard because I told you to choose something that you love to do. Now it doesn't feel like work. For the first time, you have something to look forward to. See, I had nothing in my life during that period of 23 to 29 to look forward to at all. That's why I felt so trapped. There was nothing in my day that I had anything to be excited about. That's why I was so depressed. I literally went to work, came home, went to sleep every day. And before we move forward, let me remind you of something else. If you work 8 hours or more, like how I did, I want you to understand you are with people that you don't even like more than you are with your loved ones at home. See, I literally worked 9 to 5. I was off at 5 like everyone else in my city. So what should have been a 20-minute drive there and back was 1 hour. So now I'm in rush hour traffic, an hour there, an hour back. 2 hours out of my life just in the car. Then by the time you do get home, you are drained. You are exhausted and all of the things. You only have about 2 to 3 hours to spend with your spouse. And for those of y'all who have kids, before it's time to put everyone to bed and do it all over again the next day. Just to look forward to the weekend for what? What is Friday? Friday, you still had to go to work. Saturday is the only day that you really get to enjoy yourself and do what you want to do. Because Sunday, you have to prepare for the work week, right? So that involves cooking, cleaning, laundry, grocery shopping, and mentally preparing yourself for the bullshit waiting for you on Monday. That's the life you want to keep living? Because I've lived both. I've done both. I will always choose this because this comes with peace, comes with freedom, comes with joy, comes with money. I don't know what your religious beliefs are, but I know for myself, the God that I serve did not put me on this earth to be sitting there crying every single day feeling trapped. That's the devil's work. And I bought in. Why would my God put me on this earth to be drinking every day just to ease my anxiety and my depression? Why would he set me up for that if he loves me so much? He gave me purpose. I just didn't know what it was. I know it now, but I didn't know it back then. You have purpose for your life too. And I promise you, it's not just paying bills and dying. There is more to your life than that. Choose a niche in something that you love to do that truly brings you joy and monetize it. It's not hard. Now, let's talk about this content. In your content, you need to be relatable, you need to be authentic, and you need to target people's pain points. Be relatable, be authentic, and target people's pain points, okay? I don't know if you know this or not, but people today have very short attention spans, very short, okay? You got about 2 seconds to get to the point and quick before they're scrolling off to a whole nother video. Think about it. You're on your For You page, you're scrolling through looking for something to watch. If a creator doesn't get to their point and fast, you're gone. You're off to the next video. I need us to understand people connect through emotions, which means we have to target people's pain points. Throughout this live, you have heard me targeting yours. You have heard me say things like, are you tired of living paycheck to paycheck? Are you tired of dragging yourself to a job that you hate? Are you tired of feeling overworked and underpaid? As you were scrolling on your For You page looking for something to watch and you heard me say any of those things, I was able to get you to stop scrolling and start watching. I don't care what your niche is. It doesn't matter. There are pain points in that niche. And we must make sure we say those things to get people to stop scrolling and start watching. Because if we can get people to start watching, well then we can get people to start buying. If you're ready for sales tip number 2, put a 2 in the chat. Yes, be relatable, be authentic, and target people's pain points. That's what we have to do in our content. If you're ready for sales tip number 2, put a 2 in the chat. Good morning. Happy Saturday. For those of y'all just tuning in, good morning. My name is Jasmine. I'm so glad to have you. Make sure you guys are double tapping the screen if I say anything that resonates with your spirit and vibrates with your soul. The key word of this live is execution. I can motivate you all day, but at the end of the day, if you don't do any of the things that I'm telling you to do, nothing for you is going to change. You're going to continue to wake up every single day in the same exact position that you're in. You are going to have to show up for your business. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. If you truly want a better life for yourself, you're going to have to put in the work. You cannot avoid it. You can't avoid it. And let me change your perspective on fear real quick, because a lot of y'all are confused before we move into step number 2. A lot of y'all think failure. A lot of y'all are confused when it comes to failure. You're so afraid to start because you're so afraid of failing. You have been brainwashed into thinking that failure is these things that it's not. Some of y'all think failure means that if you post your first YouTube video, you don't get 10 million views in 30 minutes, then you failed. You are letting people tell you that if you launch your first digital product and you're not a millionaire in 48 hours, then you failed. Some of y'all believe that if you make your first TikTok account and you don't get 100,000 followers in 7 days, then you failed. That is so wrong. Failure only exists When you quit, failure only exists when you quit. When you throw in the towel and you say, I'm done, I give up, I don't want to do it anymore, then you have officially failed. But as long as every single day you commit to just getting a little bit better, just a little bit, not even a lot, just a little bit better every single day, then you didn't fail. You're still committed. You're still showing up. You're still learning. You're still executing. You didn't fail. So as long as you don't quit, then you didn't fail. So stop letting people convince you otherwise. You're still in it. So keep going. Now, sales tip number 2, write this down. People only buy from people that they like, know, and trust. People only buy from people that they like, know, and trust. If they don't like you, they're not going to buy it. If they don't know you, they're not going to buy it. And if they don't trust you, they're not going to buy it. So how do we get people to like us? Well, first and foremost, you can't make people like you. That's number 1. You don't have that power. But you can do what I told you to do in your content. Be relatable, be authentic, and target people's pain points. As long as you do those things, I promise you, you will build a community of people who truly adore you. And those will be the people who buy your digital products. Now, please don't get in your head and start freaking out. Well, Jazz, what if nobody likes me? That's impossible. That's impossible. There are 8 billion people in this world. Somebody is bound to like you. And I used to be afraid of that too, okay? Listen, I'm from Virginia. I've lived in Virginia my whole life, okay? I forgot when I first started, I forgot there's a whole world outside of the state of Virginia. I forgot there's a whole world outside of the USA, okay? When you post your content, you guys, it goes everywhere, everywhere. People all over the world get to tune in and hear what you have to say. And I'm not telling you this to scare you. I'm telling you this so you can realize how silly you sound when you say things like people aren't gonna like you. You guys, I have students all over the world. I have students in Canada, Australia, the UK, Barbados, Jamaica, everywhere. But so many of you guys are just stuck in your head and you're worried about all of these things you shouldn't even be worried about. And you are depriving people of the opportunity to hear your message and what you have to say. Imagine if I was too in my head this morning. I wouldn't even got on this live. You wouldn't have been able to hear nothing that I'm talking about because I would have been too in my head. So get out your head and just post the daggone content. You are making it more than it needs to be. Seriously. Now, we said people only buy from people that they like, know, and trust. Okay, great. Well, how do we get people to know us? You guys, I'm never going to tell you to do something that I don't do or that I would not do. Okay? I need you to go live. I cannot stress this enough. I need you to go live. Going live is hands down the best way to build your community. Now, is it the only way? No, but it is the best way. Why? Because it allows people to get a sense of your energy and your vibes. It allows people to connect with you, engage and ask you questions, and it allows you to promote your digital products. Now, some of y'all are gonna say things like, Jazz, that's great and all, but honestly, I don't wanna go live. And I'm gonna just tell you, fine, don't. I am not the coach that's gonna try to convince you to do anything you don't wanna do. If you don't wanna go live, then don't go live. But let me remind you of this. You also said you didn't wanna go to work. You said you hate it. You said they don't appreciate you. You're overworked and underpaid. And you still go. You will bust your ass at your job to build someone else's business. But you're not willing to bust your ass to build yours. Oh, okay. I promise you this. If you go live consistently and you have structure to your live, and you target people's pain points, you know how to connect with people, you will make more on live than you ever made at that dusty ass job. I said what I said. I stand on that. Plus, going live is fun. You get to talk about what you want to talk about. And you get to help people the way you see fit. You finally get to be yourself. You can't even be yourself at work. You got to wear a mask like everybody else. And you get paid to do it. Now, some of y'all are like, Jazz, I would go live, but I'm just live shy. I'm camera shy. That's the only reason why I don't want to do it. Well, that's different. I can work with that. I can work with that. Listen, you're a human. It's okay. That's normal to be shy, to be nervous, to be anxious when you're doing something new. That shyness that you're experiencing, it's not because you suck. It's not because this isn't meant for you. It's not because you're not good enough. No, no, no. It's just because you haven't done it. Maybe you tried it once 6 months ago. You don't have any experience. That's all it means. But I promise you, if you just keep doing it, it gets better and better. It's impossible to do something consistently and not just naturally get better. Just naturally, without even trying. But again, me telling you to just do it is not going to change anything for you if you don't just do it. So you just have to get up and do it. Suck it up. You have done scarier things. I promise you. You are working it up for no reason. Get out your head. Just do it. Maybe try 10 minutes, get the anxiety out. Next day, try 15 minutes, 30 minutes, and just keep working it up like that. I promise you, if you just keep sticking with it, you will no longer be shy. The only way through it is to do it. Sales tip number 2, okay? People only buy people that they like, know, and trust. Okay, well, how do we get people to trust us? You guys, there is a reason why I'm telling you to post every day, and it's not for your health. The reason why I'm telling you to post every day is because the more people see you, the more they begin to trust you. Consistency builds trust. I don't know if you know this or not, or if you're living under a rock somewhere, but most people work extremely hard for their money. A lot of people work 12 and 16-hour shifts every day. A lot of people are on their feet all day long. A lot of people have very physically strenuous jobs, like they're lifting heavy stuff all day. A lot of people work minimum wage. So if you want somebody to trust you with their hard-earned money, well, then that's going to require you to be trustworthy. You got to be consistent. Now, I want to do an exercise with you guys. For those of you guys who do not have a product yet, just sit this out, take your notes. But for those of you guys who have a product, but you're struggling to make the sales you want, this is for you. First and foremost, we have to remove our ego and pride. I know, that's hard. Some people can't do it. They refuse to listen. They think they know everything about everything, and there's nothing anyone can teach them that they don't already know. And if that's you, that's the mindset that keeps you exactly where you're at, stuck. But for those of you guys who can have humility, you can be teachable, and you know how to remove your ego and pride. This is for you. I need you to go to your profile. We got to be honest here. The worst lies are the lies we tell ourselves. I want you to ask yourself, is it clear as day who you are, what you do, and how you can help people? I also need you to ask yourself this. You have to be honest. If you were not you, would you buy from you? If you were not you, would you buy from you? If the answer is no to one, some, or all of those questions, you should no longer be confused as to why people are not buying from you yet. And the reason why I say yet is because you have the power to fix it. Anything in your life that is not giving you the results that you desire, you have the power to fix it. Anything in your business that is not giving you the results that you want, you have the power to fix it. See, a lot of you guys think in your head that the way things are today is the way they have to be tomorrow, next week, until the day you die. And that's not true. You have the power in your life to fix anything that you don't like. But the question is, why don't you? If you are not making the sales that you want, then fix it. If your platform is not growing the way you want it to grow, then fix it. If you are struggling to finish the digital product, then just fix it. Lock in and do it. It doesn't have to stay the way it is. And I'm going to be honest, most of you guys are not lacking information. A lot of y'all are on information overload. You have more information than you even know what to do with. See, maybe you didn't know ChatGPT can write your ebook for you, but I just told you earlier today, so you know that now. Maybe you didn't know YouTube is the most watched platform, but I just told you not too long ago, so you know that now. Maybe you didn't know that people only buy from people that they like, know, and trust, but I just told you, so you know that now. Most of you guys are struggling with lack of implementation, meaning you never execute at all. You are the person who keeps talking about Monday, Monday, Monday. I'm going to start on Monday. I'm going to do this Monday. I'm going to do that Monday. And you never do. Monday never comes for you. You are the person who's always talking about tomorrow this and tomorrow that. But yet tomorrow never shows up for you. You are the person who continuously distracts themselves. You do all of the things except the one thing that will change your entire life. Because that's going to require you to step out of your comfort zone. See, it's comfortable sitting on your couch all day and watching Netflix. It's comfortable scrolling on social media all day and laughing at videos. It's comfortable talking to your friends who you wouldn't even trade lives with, but yet you give them all of your energy and attention. That's comfortable for you. That's why you do it. But there's no growth in your comfort zone. In order for you to make money online and build this business that you want, it's going to require you to step outside of that comfort zone and do things that you don't normally do. Yeah. See, you're going to have to change one way or another. If you truly want a business, thank you, Felicia. If you truly want to make money, you are going to have to change things about you. Things about you must change in order to get the results that you want. Absolutely. And in order for you to run a successful business, whatever success means for you, maybe success for you means peace. Maybe success for you means freedom. Maybe success for you is a specific dollar amount. Whatever that is, in order for you to run a successful business, it's going to require you to be accountable, consistent, and disciplined. You must be accountable, consistent, and disciplined. And when it comes to your business and to you as a person, you're struggling horribly. But it's crazy because you show up in that manner in other parts of your life every day. When it comes to your job that you hate so much, you're accountable, you're consistent, and you're disciplined. You go to work even when you don't want to. You go when you're tired and when you're sick. You have already said they overwork you and underpay you. You bust your ass at that job day after day. For them to have the audacity to only give you a 2% annual raise, the disrespect. But you still go. That company makes millions, but they only want to give you 25-cent raise. But you're accountable, consistent, and disciplined when it comes to that job. When it comes to your kids that you love so much. You're accountable, you're consistent, and you're disciplined. You're a parent even when you don't feel like it. Even when you're tired, you still get up and parent. Even when you're sick, you still get up and you parent. You could be emotionally drained, just exhausted, and you still sit there and you help them with their homework. You listen to their problems. You give them the best advice you know how. Your kids don't even realize how broke you really are. They don't have a clue. Why? Because you make sure they have everything they need and want. You would be damned if they go without. Not on your watch. If you have to work 30 shifts in 24 hours, you're going to figure it out and you're going to do it because you love your kids. You're accountable, consistent, and disciplined. But for some reason, when it comes to you, your business, your goals, your dreams, something that just makes you happy for once, no accountability, no discipline, no consistency. Why? When you don't feel like doing something, you just don't. When you're too tired, you just don't. The minute someone calls you and is like, let's go hang out, let's go waste some time, you're out the door. You don't do anything for you. And then you wonder why you feel the way you feel. Every single day you pour from an empty cup. And you wonder why you feel the way you feel. But in order for that to change for you, it's going to require you to change for you. You can't keep doing the same thing every day and expecting different results. Life doesn't work that way. Haven't you noticed? Has it changed yet? Are you getting the results that you want yet? No, because you haven't changed who you are. And this is one of the toughest pills that I had to swallow in my own life. Your life and the way it's going, whether it's going great or not so great, is a reflection of the choices that you make every single day. I'm going to say that again. Your life and the direction that it's going in, great or not so great, is a direct reflection of the choices that you make. And you prolong your own destination. Every excuse that you make, you're prolonging the destination. Every day you talk about what you're going to do when you don't do it, you're prolonging the destination. You're making it longer than it needs to be because of the choices you make. For those of you guys who are struggling financially, that's a reflection of the choices you make. Yes, it is. Some of y'all, you're not going to want to hear it. No, Jazz, it's not me. I'm not the reason why I'm where I'm at. It's the economy. It's the presidents. No, that's just you protecting your ego. It's you. You're the problem. Rent prices have been high. This didn't happen last night. Rent prices for a 2-bedroom have been $2,000. This didn't just happen. Food prices have been on the rise for years. The days have been long gone where you could spend $100 and get 2 weeks worth of groceries. That's been over. Gas prices have been extremely high. This did not happen last month. But every day you choose to do nothing about it. You could have launched your digital product 6 months ago. You would be making sales today. See, You could have started that YouTube channel 4 months ago. It could be monetized today. You could have started your TikTok a month ago. You would be building a community today. But you choose not to because you refuse to change who you are. A lot of y'all think you need more information. That's what you think. That's what you've convinced yourself. Well, I can't start because I don't know what to do. That's not true. See, I could tell you everything to do, but you still won't do it. I could tell you exactly what to do to monetize your YouTube channel in 3 months. I monetized both of mine in 3 months, but you're still not gonna do it. No, because you're full of excuses. I could tell you how many videos to post a week and you're still not gonna do it because you are full of excuses. I could tell you exactly what to say on a TikTok live to make sales and you're still not gonna do it. You're gonna talk about you're not good enough. People are gonna laugh at you. You're gonna say all of these things to keep yourself in fear and you're still not going to do it. I could tell you what to put in ChatGPT verbatim and you're still not gonna do it because you would rather watch Netflix movies than sit and lock in. You have to change. You have to change. The money that you want to make is on the other side of the change that you refuse to make. You want to do 6 figures a year? Fine. I do 6 figures a year. There are thousands upon thousands of creators who do 6 figures a year also. But in order for you to be a 6-figure earner all from your cell phone, that is going to require you to change. How can you do those type of numbers, but you keep talking about what you're going to do tomorrow, and tomorrow never comes? How can you do those type of numbers and you keep talking about that you're too stupid? You can't. You mean to tell me that you think you can call yourself stupid every single day and make those type of numbers? Absolutely not. Your mindset, your limiting beliefs, all of that is going to have to change. If it didn't, you would already be doing it. You would already be doing it, but you're not. Because you won't change. You don't want to. Change is hard. Which is why most people don't change. Did you know that? Most people don't change. Most people live day after day complaining, venting, wishing, hoping, manifesting. You don't change. You ever ran into someone that you haven't seen in a long time and they have the same problems, same attitude, same energy? Because they didn't change. Change is hard. I don't sugarcoat anything. I have told you what's hard. Change is hard. But the life that you're living is also hard. So which hard do you want? You get to choose. See, the version of me that y'all see today is a reflection of all of the changes that I had to make. I told y'all, when I first started, I was camera shy. I was doubting myself. I was my biggest bully. I used to say the nastiest things to myself. I was full of excuses too. I used to distract myself too. I had lots of distractions. Absolutely. I used to live in escapism too. The biggest distraction I had was alcohol. I told y'all, I picked up an alcohol problem when I had that toxic ass job. You would have thought that once I quit, the alcoholism would have went away. No, it actually got worse. See, at least when I had that job, I couldn't be drunk for 8 hours, right? I had to be sober for that. But best believe when I got off, I started my drinking. Well, now here I am at home. It's COVID. Everything's closed. I have nothing but time to distract myself. And that's what I did. And I told you guys the worst lies are the lies you tell yourself. See, I didn't want to admit to myself that I had a problem. That's uncomfortable. Who really wants to say that to themselves? We have egos, right? We got to protect our feelings. I didn't want to say, Jazz, you have a problem? No, absolutely not. So I made excuses and I lied to myself to make myself feel better. See, even though I needed to drink every day, I convinced myself that as long as I didn't start drinking before 11 a.m., I'm not an alcoholic. Because in my mind, alcoholics drink at 10. They drink at 9. They drink when they first wake up. But as long as I don't do that, I don't have a problem. That's what I said. And that's what I tried to believe. So here I am every day at home, drunk, trying to run a business. My platforms aren't growing. I'm not making the sales I want to make. Everything's just stagnant. It's not going anywhere. I'm trying to learn everything I can, taking in the information, but it's not working. I'm not making the money that I asked God to help me make. I'm broke. So I had to figure out, well, what's the problem? I was the problem. All of the hours that I'm spending every single day being drunk and trying to distract myself, I could be focused and sober. So I had to look myself in the mirror and decide what you want to do, Jazz. You want to keep doing what you're doing? You're not getting the results you want. You're still miserable. You're still broke. Or do you want to change? I chose the latter. I decided to change. I decided to stop distracting myself. I decided to stop drinking. I haven't had a drink in 4 years. I will never touch alcohol again. And since I let go of that distraction, everything in my life finally started to transform. Now I'm showing up consistently for my business. Now I'm being productive, no longer wasting time. Now I have more confidence in myself. Now my platforms are growing. Now I'm finally making the money that I always ask God to help me make. All because I decided to change who I was. Was it hard? Yes. Was it worth it? Absolutely. Absolutely. For those of you guys who want to change, I want to help you. Only if you want it. I'm not interested in helping people who don't want change. If you are 1000% happy with the direction your life is going in, keep doing it, right? Who am I to tell you to change anything? If everything is going well for you and you're making the money you want to make, you're showing up, your platforms are growing the way you want them to grow, you have all the confidence in the world, you're doing all the things, well then just respectfully keep doing it. If you like it, I love it. Who am I to tell you to do anything different? If it's working, don't stop. But if you're not 1000% happy and things aren't going the way you want, and you're not making the money that you've always wanted to make, well, then I want to help you. See, I'm going to teach you how to build your business. I'm going to teach you how to grow your platforms, every last one of them. Your Instagrams, your TikToks, your YouTubes, Facebooks. I'm on all of them. I'm all over the internet. I'm going to teach you how to create content to build your community, how to sell your digital products. Everything in your business that you need to be successful, I'm going to give to you. But not only am I going to teach you how to build your business, how to grow it, and how to make money, I'm also going to teach you how to be the version of yourself that you must become in order to get it done. I'm going to teach you how to be accountable, consistent, and disciplined for once. I'm going to teach you how to believe in yourself for once. I'm going to teach you how to finally have some daggone confidence so you show up for once. I'm going to teach you how to push through your excuses, the procrastination, and the distractions. I'm going to teach you how to be the version that you must be to get it done. You can't just take the information, Because you're not going to do it. Because you don't change. When you lock in with me, you have to change. When you join Glow Up Academy, I'm holding you accountable. If you tell me you're going to finish your product so that I can review it, I'm going to expect you to do it. When you lock in with me, when you join Glow Up Academy, you're no longer by yourself. You finally have support. See, the problem is a lot of you guys are expecting your family and your friends to support you in your business and your dreams, failing to realize they don't even support themselves. And you get so frustrated and so angry because they're not showing up for you the way you want them to. They don't support themselves. How many people do you know who've had a business idea and never followed through? That's damn near everybody. Everybody has had some type of business idea in their head, but they never did anything with it. They don't support themselves. So instead of you focusing on trying to change other people and get them to support you when they don't support themselves, how about you change your environment? How about you just get around people who do support themselves so they can easily support you too? People can't do what they don't do for themselves. But I support myself. And because I support myself, it's easy for me to support you. If you truly want to change, if you truly want to build your business, then join Glow Up Academy. Because this is the space where that finally starts to happen for you. For those of you guys who are ready, I'll start with TikTok and then I'll show YouTube. YouTube, your instructions are a little bit different. TikTok, in order for you guys to lock in, you're gonna click on my profile picture up at the top twice. And you're gonna come to my profile. Now TikTok number 2, my profile looks a little bit different because that's my backup account, but the links are still the same, okay? You're gonna come to my bio, you're gonna click on this link right here that says glowuploungehq.com, and you'll click on it again at the bottom, glowuploungehq.com, and click on this red button right here that says open. And then you'll click on this top button that says Glow Up Academy. And here we are. This is my Skool community. It is only $39 a month and you can cancel at any time. It's only $39 a month and you can cancel at any time. Now, what I know about my community, if I motivated you, if I inspired you, if I spoke life into you this morning, then that's only a fraction of the energy that you get in here, okay? In here, I pour into my students all day long. Any questions that you have, I'm only one message away. I respond to all of my students. Yes, you have access to me. Any feedback that you want, any motivation, any inspiration, if you want to sit down and talk about a routine, a schedule for you that works with your life, that's what we're going to do. Also, every single Thursday we go live, okay? Every Thursday is live. We do our live coaching calls. And this is your opportunity to ask any questions that you have, any feedback that you want. Even if you don't necessarily have any questions, I always encourage my students to still sit in on the lives so that you can get the motivation, the accountability, all of the things, okay? Even if you work late and you can't necessarily attend the coaching calls, that's fine because the replays are still available for you, all right? So there's no reason why you still can't access the information, okay? Like I said, everything that you need is in here, every last thing. I don't gatekeep anything. And anything that you have questions on, I expect you to ask. I also love Skool because I can see when you logged in last. And sometimes we find ourselves giving up on ourselves, right? We find ourselves going back to our old habits, the self-doubt, the feeling like you can't do it, all of the things. And I go through and I see when you logged in last. When I see you've gone a few days and I haven't heard from you, I'm checking in on you. Is life lifing? Are you doing the things we talked about? If not, let's work together and figure it out, right? This is how we keep going. This is how we keep pushing past the self-doubt. Like I said, when you lock in with me, you're never by yourself. Okay. YouTube, in order for you guys to lock in, your instructions are a little bit different. You're going to leave the live. You're going to come to my YouTube channel. You're going to click on this link right here that says glowuploungehq.com. And then you're going to click on this top button right here that says Glow Up Academy. Okay, and it'll take you right to where you need to be. Now, I only let 10 people in at a time because not everybody's on the same path, right? Some people have a product but no audience. Some people have an audience but no product. Some people have a million ideas, but we got to lock in on one idea, okay? Money flows where energy goes, remember? So we got to make sure we're putting our energy into one thing so that it grows. So we'll come up with an idea together if you got all these ideas. That's fine. But we're going to lock in on one. Some people have absolutely no idea what they want to do, so then we figure it out together, right? So no matter where you're at in your journey, that's fine. I can help you. However, I noticed for myself, more than 10 people at one time is just too overwhelming for me. I want to make sure that I'm able to pour into everybody equally, because that's what you deserve, right? So I only let 10 people in so that I can pour into everyone the way they deserve, okay? Once 10 people join, I take the link off and you cannot join anymore until I put it back up, okay? I'm also gonna set us a timer for 10 minutes. I believe people who truly want to change their life, they know that, right? I don't really believe in having to convince you to do anything. If you know, right? I don't have to convince you that you're tired of living paycheck to paycheck. You already know that. I don't have to convince you that you're tired of feeling overworked and underpaid, right? You already know that. And that's how I feel about this. You already know that you're not getting the results that you want, and you know you want more for your life. You may not know how to get there, what to do, but you know that's what you want. And since you know that's what you want, I can help you get there, okay? Very good. So the timer has been set. Well, I lied. We have 9 slots left. As you guys join, don't leave, kind of hang out, because as soon as I hop off of live, I hop right into the Skool, okay? So as soon as I hop off of this live, I hop right into the Skool. But what you can do as you guys are joining is go to the classroom tab right here, go to the classroom tab, and then click on this vault right here that says welcome and orientation. Start working through that, okay? Start working through that. And on day 2, I have a 4-hour class teaching you step-by-step how to create your digital products, step-by-step. This is especially important for people who've never used Canva before, okay? The way I like to teach to my students is I assume you know absolutely nothing, okay? Everyone starts at different points. You might not have a clue about Canva. You might literally just downloaded it today. That's fine, because I walk you through literally step-by-step as if you know absolutely nothing. That's how I like to teach, so I don't miss any points, okay? So whether you're a complete beginner or not, you can learn it here, okay? I have plenty of students who never used ChatGPT before, who never used Canva before, who never uploaded to YouTube before, who never uploaded to TikTok before. I promise you, doesn't matter where you're at, I got you. Yes, absolutely, Krista. So Krista said, can we do everything on our cell phone? Absolutely. Do not go out and buy a computer if you do not have a computer. Do not go out and start spending money before you make it. Absolutely not. You will use your phone until you make the money. And then you will go buy you a laptop. You will work with what you have. I am big on that. You will work with what you have. Do not start second guessing, well, I don't have a laptop, so I can't do it. That's not true at all. You will start with your phone, and you will work your way up. You will work your way up. I did not have a laptop when I first started. I did not have multiple devices when I first started. I did not have a tablet when I first started. I did not have a camera when I first started. I didn't even have a ring light. I had nothing. I had a cell phone that was 6 generations behind. During COVID, they had just released the iPhone 12. I had an iPhone 6. Front face camera won't nothing. Blurry as hell. I still got it done. And as I started to make money, then I started to invest in my business. You start with what you have, and you work your way up. Okay? Do not let that stop you. TikTok, in order for you guys to lock in, you're gonna click on my profile picture up at the top. My YouTube is linked in my bio. So when you click on glowuplongehq.com, you'll click on this top button right here that says glowuplongehq.com. And you click on this red button right here that says open. And then click on this top button that says Glow Up Academy. And then here we are. Like I said, it's only $39 a month and you can cancel at any time, okay? Like I said, if I was able to motivate you and inspire you on this live, do not let it end here, you guys. A lot of times we get fired up, we're ready, but by 2 o'clock, several hours later, we start fizzling back into our old ways. Don't do that to yourself. There's a reason why you're here. There's a reason why you stayed. There are thousands of content creators on live right now. You could be anywhere on the internet right now, but you're still here because I was able to speak something to you. I was able to open your mindset. I was able to connect with you in a way that you haven't been connected with before. So don't let it go to end here. Okay? And also, I don't want to hear about the $39 a month. Listen, I go to the gym every morning. On my way out, there's literally a Starbucks I could walk to right around the corner. Starbucks line wrapped around the building. All hours of the day. All hours of the day. All hours of the night. Starbucks is not cheap. Y'all spending $19 on a macchiato that you can make at home. Chick-fil-A right around the corner. Chick-fil-A is not cheap. I used to work there. There are cheaper fast food places. And y'all be wrapped around that building 5 times, 10 miles down the street, spending $16 on one entree meal. You can eat your food at home. Am I lying? Absolutely. Now, while you guys are joining, I do want to talk to y'all about something. We still have 6 slots left. While you guys are joining, I want to talk to you about something. A lot of you guys struggle with confidence. Exactly. Don't go to Starbucks. Listen, a lot of you guys are struggling with confidence, and I used to struggle with that too. A lot of you guys think that, well, once you become more confident, then you'll post your content. Once you become more confident, then you'll start your business. But that's not the way to go, because confidence doesn't just fall in your lap. Okay? It's not something that you're born with. You either have it or you don't. No. Confidence is something that you have to work towards. You have to build that up, and you have to maintain it, because just like you build it, you could easily lose it. Confidence comes from showing up for yourself. Even when it's hard, even when you don't feel like it, even when you're doubting yourself, you still showing up, that's what builds your confidence. If you want to be confident in yourself, I urge you to keep the promises that you make to yourself. We're always quick to do stuff for other people, right? We're always quick to show up for other people. The minute your friend's having a party, you go. The minute so-and-so needs a ride, you do it. But when it's time for you to show up for you, that's where we fall short, right? You might have told yourself you were going to post reels 2 weeks ago, but then when it's time to post the reels, you're not doing it. You might have told yourself last month you were going to finish your ebook, but you're still not doing it. Every time you break promises to yourself, you chip away at your confidence, to the point where you no longer have any, okay? Let's look at it from a different perspective. Let's say you met a man, right? And he checks off all boxes. He's tall, dark, handsome, all the things that you just love in a man, right? He's those things. So you guys exchange numbers and you start talking. And he tells you he's gonna do this. He tells you he's gonna take you here. He tells you he's gonna call you at this time, all the things that you wanna hear. But you notice over time, he's not really doing any of the things that he told you he was going to do. Well, your woman's intuition is going to start kicking in, and you're going to realize, I don't think I can trust him. He's a liar, right? He's not doing what he promised. Okay. Well, how do you think that works with you? See, you'll start to tell yourself, okay, yeah, I'm gonna walk 5K steps today. Okay, I'm gonna drink my water today. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna record 2 reels today. I'm gonna do this. But you don't. So now you hear yourself talking this, but subconsciously, you no longer believe in yourself because you never do it. You never do it. And every time that you don't do it, you chip away at your confidence, to the point where you no longer have none. We can't keep living like that. Most people have low confidence, in case you didn't know, which is why most people don't start businesses. I told you guys earlier, most people have business ideas. I think that's a very common thing, right? People, if you talk to a stranger, anybody, they got some type of idea in their head, right? But they never even started because of low confidence. It's not because they don't have time. No, people have time. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you the truth. I'm not the coach that's going to sugarcoat nothing for you. You have time. You may not have as much time, but you do have time. I don't want to hear it. You do have time. And we will work together to create time if you don't. But you do have time. But they never follow through with the idea because they lack confidence. In order for you to become a confident woman, a confident man, that's going to require you to do different things. Most people break promises to themselves. How many friends you have that said they was going to be on a weight loss journey, ain't been on no journey yet? How many of your friends told you they was going to stop talking to this person, that person, ain't stopped talking to that person yet? Exactly. People break promises to themselves all the time. which is why they have no confidence. Now, how do we overcome that? How do we fix it? Well, keep the promises, but don't look at the biggest goal that you have. Okay, so for instance, I lost 100 pounds. That's a lot of weight. That's a whole person. And when I had yo-yo dieted before, I had been trying to lose weight for years, okay? But this time around, I tried a different approach. Instead of me focusing on that big number of 100 pounds, I focused on smaller goals that were obtainable now that would get me to that big goal. So I used to love soda. I was a Sprite junkie, okay? So a smaller goal was, I'm not gonna drink soda for breakfast. Just not breakfast, right? I'll still do lunch and dinner, but no more breakfast. Well, once that became easy, then I said, I'm not gonna do soda at all for the day. It was hard at first, but that was still very obtainable. Then it was, I'm gonna stop going to fast food. I'm gonna start cooking at home. And over time, doing these smaller goals, I was getting to that 100-pound goal to where I finally reached it. So in a business context, maybe you want to do 6 figures a year. You could do that, obvious, of course, absolutely. But let's not focus on 6 figures. That's a big number. That's a lot of money. It may not feel like a lot because of prices, but that's still a lot of money. So let's start smaller to get us there. Okay. Thank you, Toya. Thank you, Dawn. As you guys join, just kind of hang tight. As soon as I get off live, I'm hopping right in there, okay? So for the smaller goals, how about we record one 30-second reel? Just one, 30 seconds, that's it. Maybe we make the YouTube channel. I ain't even telling you to post on it yet. Just make the account. How about we finish the digital product? I didn't tell you to post about it. I didn't tell you to tell anyone about it. Just finish it. Send it to me so I can review it. Let's just start there. And as you keep working towards those smaller goals that are very achievable, you're slowly working towards that bigger goal, which might be the 6 figures for you or whatever that goal is. That's how we break out of it. Yes, it's going to be hard. Because now you're battling with yourself. You're battling with the old version of you versus the you you're trying to become. So you're battling the excuses that you're used to making versus the woman or the man who's no longer making excuses for themselves. So it's a constant you versus you every day. But it gets easier and easier to win those battles because you're becoming a new person. And you have to be a different person if you want to have different results. Okay? So any questions on that? Real quick, TikTok, in order for you guys to lock in, we have 4 more slots left before we close it out. You're going to click on my profile picture up at the top twice. You're going to come to my profile. Remember, TikTok number 2, my profile looks different because that's my backup account. You're going to come to my bio and click on this link right here that says glowuploungehq.com. And then you'll click on it again right here. And then click on this red button right here that says open. And then click on this top button right here that says Glow Up Academy. And then here we are. It's only $39 a month and you can cancel at any time. Yes, I got you. YouTube. You're gonna leave the live, come to my channel and click on this link right here that says glowuploungehq.com. And then you'll click on this top button right here that says Glow Up Academy, okay? And that's how you get there. Any questions for me? So I know we went over a lot today, you guys. We went over Canva, we went over ChatGPT. Also too, as you guys are joining, let me pull it back up so y'all can see what I'm talking about. Go ahead and go to the Classroom tab right here. Click on the Classroom tab, good morning. And then once you get to that Classroom tab, start right here where it says start here, welcome and orientation. Start working through that, okay, you guys? I'm slowly starting to build up your accountability and your discipline because a lot of students don't have any at all when it comes to their business. You have it in other parts of your life, you do it easily in other parts of your life, but when it comes to you, we don't tend to have that. So I like to baby step you. I don't want you to just go all in because then you become more overwhelmed and then you give up quicker, right? It's easier to change yourself slowly than to just jump all in cold turkey. Some things you can do cold turkey, but some things it just takes time, right? So I want you guys to work through that because I have a assignment for you to do every single day. so that you stay on task. Okay, that's why I set it up that way, so you don't feel too overwhelmed. When you start to feel too overwhelmed, then a lot of times you just end up saying F it and you don't do anything because it just feels like too much, and that's not how I want you to feel. Also, to you guys, we do book clubs on Sunday. So every Sunday at 6 p.m. we have book club. Even if you don't get to read the chapters, I listen to the chapters as I go on my walks, but even if you don't get to listen or read, still come to the book club discussion, because this is how we shift our mindset, okay? So it's all about self-development. It's just all about changing who you are, seeing things differently, and we chime in with each other and we talk about different things that we've experienced and lessons that we've learned, okay? So even if you don't get to read, I still want you to come in and be a part of the discussions, okay? We talk about things that we've changed in our lives, things that we're going through. I open up and share my journey too, okay? I'm very transparent. I don't ever want y'all to think I'm perfect. I'm not perfect. I got issues with me too, right? So this is the opportunity for us to shift our mindset, to become better, to learn. And here, a lot of times you think you're the only person struggling with something, but you're really not. You're really not. I used to think that too. One of the biggest things that I struggled with on my entrepreneurial journey was lack of support. It really hurt my feelings when nobody supported me, my family, my friends. People were calling me stupid, telling me, how would you leave your stable job for the unknown? You're leaving your 401k. People were calling me names. It was very dark. And through healing, I realized that I was asking people to support me who weren't even supporting themselves. That's the lesson I learned. And that's a lesson that I've taught a lot of people. You know, a lot of times you take things personally. You know, your best friend, she's not showing up for you the way you thought. You would show up for her that way, but she's not showing up for you that way. And it hurts, right? But I always challenge you to shift your mindset. You can't ask people to do things for you that they don't do for themselves, right? Now, if you do have a support system, you're blessed. Most people don't. But when you start to see things differently, you understand that people can only do what they do for themselves. Okay, so if people don't pour into themselves, they can't pour into you. They don't have the ability to do that with who they are today. But that's not your problem, right? It doesn't mean there's something wrong with you. That just means you have to change your environment. You have to get around people who do pour into themselves so they can pour into you too. Okay? So those are things that I always teach my students. But again, I thought I was the only one who went through that stuff. But you're not. Not at all. Okay? Any questions for me before we go? So you guys have Canva, you guys have ChatGPT, you're going to put it together and make a digital product. Again, the key word of this live is execution, right? We can talk about it all day. I can motivate and inspire you. But if you do not do it, nothing for you will change. And one last sales tip before we get off of here, something that I learned and I'm going to pass to you guys. People only move when they're ready. People only enroll, people only purchase when they're ready. They might love your energy, they might love your motivation, whatever it is that you're selling, they could truly love it and resonate with it. But they're only going to invest in it when they're ready. Yes, it may be frustrating because you know you have the solution to people's problem. You know that. You created it. You truly believe in your product. You know for a fact if they invested, it would change your life. You know that. But remember, people only move when they're ready. Think about it like this. You could have a friend. She's in a toxic relationship, right? She's calling you, crying every day, telling you about the arguments, yada, 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 okay? But there's nothing that you can say to her that's going to make her leave until she's ready, right? You know if she left that man alone, her confidence would go up, she would feel better about herself, she would start working on herself, everything in her life would get better. But she's not going to leave till she's ready. I know the problems that you guys are having, not making money, being insecure, not showing up for yourself, not supporting yourself. I know that I have the solution to the problem. I know that because I transformed my own life and hundreds of other people. But until you're ready to do differently for yourself, until you're ready to live differently, there is nothing I can do that's going to make you move. when you are truly done living paycheck to paycheck, when you're truly done not showing up for yourself, when you're truly done not believing in yourself, then I will be right here to help you. Okay? Make sure you guys follow me so you don't lose me. Again, they do steal my videos. They make fake accounts. Okay, so please beware. YouTube, if you do want to follow me on TikTok, only follow the TikTok link to my website. All of those are fake. TikTok number 2, if you do want to follow my main TikTok, it's in my bio. Okay? I enjoyed you guys. Thank y'all so much for hanging out with me on this beautiful Saturday. For those of you guys who joined Glow Up Academy, I'm hopping in there right now. For those of you guys who didn't, keep doing what you're doing. And when you're ready to get different results, I'll be right here ready to help you. Okay? Bye, you guys. Bye, YouTube.